As a Dark Souls-inspired action RPG set during the French Revolution and with steampunk vibes, this game is chock full of originality and far from your typical dark medieval fantasy. But will originality be enough to make it a good game? That's what we're here to find out. Let's start by taking a look at the facts. This game checks all the boxes when it comes to making a good Souls board game. We've got your basic equivalent of Souls left behind after death, campfires that allow you to climb levels, ingenious level design, and incredible bosses with multiple different phases. In other words, everything it takes. So we're not going to focus on what makes this game similar to others, but rather on what makes this title original, for better or for worse. To start with, there's the setting. And what a setting! This game drops you into an alternative version of the reign of Louis XVI and the events leading up to the French Revolution. Developers clearly worked very hard on the credibility of the game's universe, from its characters to its locations. No one's ever tried to make a semi-historical Souls-like before, which is just one of the things that makes this one worth waiting for. You play an automaton known as Aegis, who's charged with protecting Queen Marie Antoinette from the mechanical armies of King Louis XVI, who are terrorizing Paris. Aegis is a highly detailed character. You'll be able to customize everything from her skin to her makeup, and later on in the adventure, her clothing. All of that demonstrates the incredible amount of care and time that went into creating this main character, as well as the accuracy of the outfits, which takes inspiration from the historical time period. We'll admit, it's a little bit harder to be as categorically enthusiastic about the game's narration. There definitely is more narration than in your typical Souls-like game, but unfortunately, it doesn't exactly carry you away. The cutscenes are pretty drab and rely on somewhat unconvincing secondary characters who don't seem to have been developed with the same care that went into Aegis. That said, this game does stick to its main inspiration and offers efficient gameplay with touches of originality. Players have access to a variety of weapons to test out from the beginning in order to figure out which one best serves them. Those weapons offer special abilities running from basic attack shields to time parries, and there's pretty much something for everyone. For those who like their gaming experiences to include a lot of adrenaline, the game also offers players the chance to reset their endurance bar with enough time to string together endless attacks and dodges. To advance, you'll need to gradually learn by heart the different patterns of your mechanical enemies. Aegis has more going for her than just brute strength. She's also a former dancer and can get around very quickly and fluidly. Another plus, and something we don't often see in this genre, the game includes some pretty well done platform elements that bring a bit of verticality to the level design. The environments in this game, although well crafted, are virtually identical to one another. The biggest difference lies not in the change of atmosphere, but rather in a simple change of coloring. The labyrinth-like level design, characteristic of this genre, does include chest traps and shortcuts, but suffers from an excess of horizontality and a lack of teleportation, which makes for a lot of unfortunate back and forth movement. Steelrising doesn't meet the ambition of some of the best games in its genre, and can't top some of the big upcoming hits, but it does offer a nervy and unique experience. For that, we're giving it a rating of 7.5 out of 10.